Welcome back to FM Story. We're in season 18 of the Glory on Save, desperately still trying to win the Europa League. We're in the second half of the season with Crystal Palace. We've finished in the top 8 of the league phase of the Europa League, so we're straight through to the last 16. So without further ado, let's get into the action. It's time for the last 16 of the Europa League. We've been drawn against RB Salzburg with the away leg to come first. Since the end of the last episode, at the end of January, when we finished the league phase against Genk, we've generally had a really good run of games, save for one, which was the Carabao Cup final. We started with a 3-0 victory away at Bournemouth. We won 2-1 at home against Norwich. We beat Aston Villa 4-2 at home. We beat Newcastle 2-1 at home. We drew 2-2 away at Arsenal. We beat Sunderland 3-0 at home. And the most recent league game, we beat Fulham 3-1 away from home. Some very late goals there to see us to victory. We were 1-0 down after 4 minutes. We got an own goal equaliser just before 70 minutes and then scored in the 94th and 97th minute to get the 3 points. Before that, we had the Carabao Cup final against Man City. They took the lead in the first minute of injury time at the end of the first half. We equalised straight away, but then in the second half, they were just too strong and came away with 4-1 victors. What it does mean is that we have progressed up the table with that run. We are close to challenging for Europa League spot, but it's still going to be a tough effort in the what's left of the season to qualify. Hopefully, though, obviously it doesn't matter because hopefully we win the Europa League to end the save. But there's some interesting teams below us in the league. Tottenham are in the relegation zone. Man United are down in 15th. Leeds and Newcastle are below us now. West Ham are up in second. Bournemouth are challenging for European spots and have been for the last couple of seasons, I think. So it is a Premier League in a state of flux with some change happening. Some of the big clubs dropping off. Man United, I believe, still have their interim manager and haven't looked to move him on yet. There may come a time, because the Man United job is very insecure at the moment, there may come a time before the end of the season, depending on how the last 16 of the Europa League goes. Man United are still in the Europa League in that last 16. There may come a time where we may look to jump ship before the end of the season, but because the Man United squad on paper is a lot better than where they are in the league, but they're not really showing it. For now, all attention turns to Salzburg and the away leg in the snow of the last 16. So, away in Salzburg, this is the side we've gone with. We've gone with Montadas at right back and Bassioli in the centre of defence alongside Benavides. Angulo is back from the last Europa League game where he was suspended for the last league game of the league phase. But otherwise, it's the team that has been pretty much our best team in Europe this season, I think. We've got 4-2-3-1 against 4-3-3 for them. Right, Montadas with a throw for us deep in their half. It comes back to him. Into the box to Angulo. Back to Montadas. Try split into Angulo. Now they've cleared it up to the halfway line. Benavides across to cover. Avier back to Bassioli. Right, Benavides with some time. And Ayala Fayad was giving it away. Now they're attacking down their left. Avier wins the header. Now, can he bring it forward? Plays it down the line. Brasco gets in behind. Brasco gets pushed off the ball. Then the defender that does that plays a suicidal back pass to the keeper. and Castan nicks in to turn it in. It's rather bizarre defending all around. So they let Brasco get in the end of it. Then he wins it back, plays a no-look back pass, and there's Castan to turn it home. Right, a corner, Angulo to take it, aims for the far post, and the header goes over the top. Right, Avier wins it back, Bassioli back to Avier, Brasco, Avier again. He's had a lot of the ball in this first half. Hayes into Goodall, turns the defender and runs, and then squares it for Hayes. A lovely goal, doubles the advantage and puts us in a strong position in the tie, 2-0 up after 36 minutes. The defender tried to get in front of Goodall and he just rode the challenge, drove into the box, squares it, first time finish, into the corner. Avier with the throw, Goodall back to him. He then gives it away on the edge of the box, but Hayes wins it back. There's Brasco to Avier, driving forward, low cross. There's Goodall, 3-0 after 41 minutes, and we're really in the driving seat of this tie now. Just good football. Avier squares it, Goodall turns it home, and that's 3-0. Right, a throw for them in injury time at the end of the first half. We've won it back though, and then we've won it back again. Guillaume to Bassioli. Avier on this left-hand side has been a magnet for the ball in the first half. Drives past his man. Brasco turns infield. Lovely ball to Montardis in space. He lumps the ball into the box, straight into the keeper's hands. And then the keeper goes long. Montardis wins the header. It works all the way through to Castan, whose shot comes off the back off the woodwork, and they've scrambled it clear. And there we are, half time, 3-0. We've dominated that first half. And just make sure we don't do anything stupid in the second half so we can go into the second leg in a strong position. Right, no changes at half time. We've got an early corner. It's fired into the near post. The head is flicked onto the roof of the net and behind for a goal kick. Right, so we've brought some fresh legs on for the last half hour or so. Right, Bjerregaard with a free kick for us. Short to O'Keefe, back to Bjerregaard. Playing in an out of position, but we've worked it into Castan. He dinks it over the keeper, and that's 4-0. And surely that is, well, fingers crossed, going into the second leg. Hopefully that's enough. Have an advantage going into a home leg to see us into the quarterfinals. Bjerregaard into Bolwell, finds Castan, lifts it over the keeper, and that's 4-0. A free kick for them. Gone for goal, hit the woodwork, and a pretty simple tap in. And that's 4-1. And that's what we didn't want. I mean, we've still got a 3-goal advantage, but just poor defending all around there. Right, Ennis with a corner for us, outswinger to the far post. Powerful header from Hayes, gets his second goal of the game, restores that 4-goal advantage. Just lifted the outswinger to the back post on the 6-yard line, gets up, powers the header past the keeper. And there we are, full time, 5-1, just what we need going into a home second leg. So it's time for the second leg, the home leg against Salzburg. Obviously going in with a 4-goal advantage should hopefully see us through to the quarterfinal. We've made one change to the starting lineup from the last game. Ampuero's coming at centre half and Bassioli's dropped down to the bench. We've played one game since the first leg, which was a 1-1 draw in the league against Everton. It's 4-2-3-1 against 4-2-3-1 for the second leg. Very, very little happening in this opening quarter of an hour. Right, free kick for them. Everyone's short. And going backwards with it, but now they're looking to attack down their left, but Angulo got back to nick it. Goodall. He's back to Goodall down the left. Infield to Brasco, or looking for Brasco. It's been cut out by the defence. They've gone back to the keeper, who's gone long. And then Avier brings it down. Infield to Hayes. Ampuero. Goodall into Ayala Fayado. It's come all the way through to Angulo, who scores. But Castan, I think, was offside in the middle when the ball came into him. It has been disallowed. So it's played into Castan actually was onside, and Angulo was fractionally offside. And there we are, half time, pretty dull. 0-0, 5-1 up on aggregate, 45 more minutes just to see ourselves into the quarterfinals. There's very little happening in the second half, but there's a throw for them. An hour and a half, they've got the ball into the box. They've pulled a goal back, so it's 5-2 on aggregate. They've got 26 minutes plus injury time to avoid throwing this away completely. Ball on the line, a cross that couldn't be blocked, and then the attacker reacted quicker than our players. Just about onside. Right, Bassioli down the right for us. Cross towards the back post. It's headed away. Avier wins it back. Goodall into Castan, who lashes it into the top corner and pulls us level on the night and restores that 4-goal advantage. And as we're about to tick into injury time, that's us safely into the quarterfinals for another season in the Europa League. He wins it back. Goodall into Castan, takes a touch, and then just drills it from inside the D. And from the kickoff, we've gone out left, down the line. And long over the top. O'Keefe wins the header. Bassioli on Angulo down the right. Ballwell back. Bassioli to Ballwell. Tries to go past his man. Goes back to Bassioli. Cuts onto his left foot. Into Ballwell in the box. We're moving the ball around. O'Keefe from distance forces the keeper into a save, and it's behind for a corner. Angulo to take it. Whips it into the far post. It's headed clear. And they bring it clear. And there we go. Full time, 1-1 on the night. 6-2 on aggregate. Safely into the quarterfinals. And the Europa League dream continues for another season. And there we are, the end of another episode, and we're rapidly approaching the end of season 18. We are still in with a chance of winning the Europa League. We've been drawn against Werder Bremen in the quarterfinal. Werder Bremen have just sacked their manager. They're on their 4th manager of the season with 2 interim spells. They are 16th in the Bundesliga as well. So hopefully, given all of that, we've got a pretty decent chance of getting through the quarterfinal. If we do get through the quarterfinal, we've got either Tenerife or Sassuolo in the semi-final. Join us next time to see if we can finally win that Europa League. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.